Well, everyone, welcome to this impromptu video. I was going to handle this objection this Thursday because I'm coming out with a video called Top 5 Objections to Saving the Main Lines Refuted. I hope that you stick around and check out that video when it comes out on Thursday. This one, I just get so much and I just feel like I want to talk about it right now. So I'm replacing this one with another one on that video because I really just tired of getting this comment. So here it goes. This is a direct quote from a rather long comment, but I didn't want to focus on the whole thing because I'm going to be talking about a lot of that stuff on Thursday. But here it is. You greatly underestimate how much OPC and PCA guys did before leaving. You make it sound like it was a quick and easy decision. There was a lot of fighting, pain, and mourning for those men. So, I get it. I understand that there are real people behind these situations. There are real people making the decision to leave their church, to leave people they know, to leave the building, to leave it all behind because they feel like there's no place for them, because they feel like there's no hope in their church for them and for what they believe. And they feel like the only way out is to go start their own thing. I get that. I get the pain and the hurt. I've talked personally with many people, including Pastor Jake Dell. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. But hey, what Jake Dell went through is very unfortunate, and he is still in the main lines, by the way. But listen, I get it. And I'm sorry that you feel like I'm underestimating what they went through. But here's the thing, okay? This has absolutely nothing to do with anything that we're talking about. Nothing whatsoever. It's completely irrelevant. In fact, this is an appeal to emotion fallacy. That's all it is. It's this. We make these arguments, right? I made an argument that you can't, like, Presbyterianism is not an idea; it's an institution, so you can't just pick it up and put it into any institution you want. I've made objections to the official story of the Machen trial and the myth that's surrounding that. I've made all kinds of arguments on this channel already in the few videos that I've made, and then I get these comments. Oh, but these men. You don't understand these men, what they went through. They endured so much. They fought so long. There was no hope. They ran out of gas. God told them it was time to leave. Because you just don't understand what they went through. The liberals called them names. They took away their pastor jobs. They did so many things to them. They had no place. None of it means anything to anything that we're saying. I'm not trying to be mean here, but this is not a real argument. It's a fallacy. Say, for instance, that I didn't underestimate. Say, for instance, I overestimated it. What if I were to say, oh, the OPC people, the PCA people, they fought for thousands of years. They were being woefully mistreated. They were being spit on by the liberals every day, and they were all this mistreatment. They were being made to do terrible things and name calling, all these horrible things. I just played it up and I played it up, what they went through. What does that do to the argument? It does nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm saying that unless you are literally kicked out, you have to stay and contend for the truth from within. That is what I'm saying. I don't care how long you've been fighting. I really don't. I don't care what you've been through. I'm prepared to stay in. I don't care if they take my job away. I don't care if they call me names. I don't care if they make me feel like I have no place. I'm not going anywhere. It's as simple as that. They're going to have to drag me out. And there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that feel the same way that I do. And listen, I understand that these people made the decision they did, and they felt forced to make this decision, and it felt like the right thing to do at the time. But I don't have to act like I think that's a respectable decision to make. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to talk about this much more in other videos, but when you make a decision like the OPC and the PCA guys did, you're not just making a decision for yourself. And this is what makes schism not a victimless sin. It is a very serious sin that hurts people. Because when the OPC and the PCA made the decision to leave the mainline Presbyterian Church, or whatever mainline separation, whatever schism you want, the ACNA, the Global Methodists, when they make that decision, they're not bringing all the faithful people with them. They're leaving way more faithful people behind than the amount of people that are coming with them. That's why this is honestly a horrible, disgusting act, and it should be denounced. And we should be tough on this, and I'm not going to stop. I don't feel bad for people who leave sheep, faithful sheep, God's precious sheep, to the wolves to be led by heretics. I don't feel bad for them. I think that's a horrible thing to do, and I think that it should be corrected and stopped. So if you're interested in seeing more objections refuted, much better ones than this one, this is just a blatant appeal to emotion fallacy. But I'm going to be responding to much more challenging ones on Thursday, so please keep a lookout for that video. I hope you have a wonderful day.